We're good? We're good. I think we're good. Okay. I might have almost been a little bit late. But I think... Whoops. Sorry about that. But I think we're fine. Probably. Okay. So, with that being said, hello everyone. It's your favorite programming error that just refuses to be fixed. Code here. And while I still hurry and struggle to get everything properly working, which it should be, first of all, welcome back to the usual Genshin Impact on a stream where, let me readjust the audio because we probably need it louder than I thought we needed it. We always need it to be louder. But yeah, and Spinne, yes, you are first today. I did record the reading section about the letters, and honestly that was way shorter than I expected it would be. The way people were talking, like, oh, you're gonna need an extra stream because those are a bunch of letters, they're very long. The recording I did to read them lasted like 10 minutes. It lasted like 10 minutes, and that was it. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw what you sent me, probably. I always look at all the stuff that he sent my way. Jog my memory about the specific thing. Also, hi JPEG, welcome to the stream. Animation. Oh, right, that, right. No, I haven't watched it yet. Gonna lurk for the drops? Alright, you do that. You lurk for the drops, my friend. I appreciate the lurk. So, today we're gonna be wrapping up the event. And then we're gonna progress with the story a little bit more. So that should be fun. I hope the audio levels are okay. I will adjust them again if necessary. Video or not? I might, that's why I haven't watched it yet. Depends, but I have other stuff I would want to get to first. After all, I'm still in the middle of watching Sunset Paradise. Alright, I think the audio levels are probably fine. Maybe. So, I read the letters, and now we need to talk to Sucrose. Thankfully, it didn't throw me straight into the next part. Also, we can start a Genshin stream without a celebratory dong. There it is. It's beautiful. Alright. Now let's get going, shall we? After all, we have no time to waste. Let's see what Sucrose has to say for us.
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world.
Also, let me know if I need to adjust the audio again, maybe a tiny bit. Actually, you know what? I will just turn it up a little bit more. Because I am just like that. Okay. Amogus. Ah, yes. Also, hi, Rob. Hello. I will leave when you complete the event and then do the story. That is fair. Again, if you don't want to spoil yourself, by all means, leave. Or just lurk, assuming you haven't gotten the drops yet. Because free Primo Gems, you can't say no to those. In fact, the Primo Gems are the only part of the Twitch drops that I haven't gotten yet, so I still have to lurk on a few Genshin streams to get that last, most important stage. Alright, Sucrose, keep talking. Ow. Well, thanks for proving it works.
While Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person.
So to finish the story? Ah, well then, yes. You should probably work on that.
That is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost.
Hmm.
Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the
Also Viking, hello.
While Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates.
Please give me Fischl. We haven't seen her at all in this event.
Master Tainari, and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Sino.
Hmm.
Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie,
But yeah, hello.
Rosario removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino were willing to support us in our search.
And Razor is
But
definitely the one who
seems
wouldn't
to
lie.
have forgotten to write to us.
He died. He fell off the cliff again. We weren't there to save him this time.
We've gathered on a legend that never ends. Khalees said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks.
Hi day, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, by the way. I hope you're doing well as well.
I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively pass from one person to the next.
Hmm.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
There aren't any. Is that the answer? The answer is there is no answer.
Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Or let's share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Wait!
Oh!
Wait for me!
Timaeus, you're alive! I thought you died!
What brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Really?
Huh? This is kinda sudden.
How come?
Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little? After you
I'm just
packed
trying to
up?
make Pyramid?
Of course, of course.
I wish you the best of success in making Pyramid. Like as in a pyramid, or pyramid as a name
You
of a
still
character?
remember the time I
However, you
collaborated with a certain Miss Ying R?
It does kind of ring a bell, but it's been forever.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
And that's the one who you
Is
handle.
the girl from Lila that Sucrose mentioned earlier?
So that's the one who you've fallen for, huh?
Hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench.
A song, ah.
Writing letters
That
to
makes
Ying R
sense.
the whole time?
No, well, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence
Last of the Hot
covers
Desert
a
Week.
lot of serious
I see, I
topics,
see.
like perfumes, potions, alchemy.
Spinner, how would you know
A
that?
few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying R's heart.
Well, look at him simping.
Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying R?
How would I know that?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that.
Yes,
I know
very
full
much
well
true.
that Miss Ying R is far
Maybe I
more
researched? You know,
knowledgeable than
yeah,
I am
research
about the ways
purposes, of
the
course.
world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying R to Mondstadt. But yesterday,
I haven't actually sat down to
Albedo
listen to
told
them
me
yet.
that Sucrose has been
Because when I do
working
listen
hard
to them, I
help
want to give them
another
actually
girl
my,
achieve
you
her
know, full
dreams.
attention so I can give you feedback on them again.
And when I went
But
to
I
take
will
a
listen
look
to
at
them
our
soon.
roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me.
Well, actually, I might have listened to one of them.
incredibly Guilty. I've been spending all of my time
And if
in
so,
my own
again,
fantasy world,
I
while
don't think I have
everyone
any
else has been
critique right
bending over
now.
backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying R's love if I'm so selfish?
You're not worthy. Leave now. Give up.
That's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Ying R? Yeah, haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Just say, yeah.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter.
You could also, you
I
know,
explained that
if
a
she's
matter
as
of
busy as
great
you are, have you
importance
considered
presented
visiting
itself,
her,
to which
maybe?
I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up. in
Or
person.
that, I guess. Pick her
I
up,
made sure to
sure.
package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now
Nice.
is hope
Good for
that
you,
she'll
Spinner.
understand.
Very good.
Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
I'm sure a lie slips out every once in a while.
Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay. So it
Well,
looks like
aren't
we
you
found that
nice?
one who would never lie.
But we still need to solve three more riddles. A flower that isn't of this world. After some discussion, the group decides to pick each of the prophecy.
Hana will do the honors.
Okay. Again, I don't know how I'm supposed to read it that quickly.
The flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus. Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name too.
Alright,
We
Klee.
also have Klee.
The amazing, the one and only Klee.
Klee.
here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for
Everyone
a
lies,
feast.
yes.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Which is why Kokichi was so amazing in Danganronpa, because he was... Essentially every statement he made could have been a lie. Like, he was such a perfect liar that whenever he said something, basically if you had to guess, there was always just a 50-50 chance of you guessing whether or not it was a lie. It's basically always a 50-50 chance. There was no way to figure out anything about that dude. Which is why I both love and hate him. Amazing character. Man, I need more Danganronpa. When is Master Detective Code Rain coming out? When is that coming out again? Should be... Ah, okay. Should be sometime this year. So I'll have to keep my eye on that. Very chill and vibey as well. But intensity and control. I see. Okay, I'm not sorry. Why would you be? Albedo, have you figured out your answer?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Alright.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
So everyone's nervous then.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Well, not anymore.
Right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually,
I'm still worried about that mystery person walking around and what Rosaria and their interaction was.
deep breaths. I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scribe?
Again, why is Fischl the only Mondstadt character who isn't
According to the
here?
prophecy, once we
Or
figured
wasn't
out
even
the
really
answer,
mentioned up until
we should
recently.
test it at the
Diluc was
Lantern
even
of
mentioned
Utmost
before
Joy.
Fischl. Fischl was only brought up in a letter
Where's this
finally.
lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
I haven't revealed this stream, hopefully. I've already found out where it is.
What?
Yeah, we're just amazing. You make up a story about how you discovered the location by dividing the wind.
That's amazing.
Yes.
You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Of course, I am
I'll
just,
let you
I
lead
am
the
just,
way.
I'm the protagonist. Follow me.
This is it. We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Let's get going then. Everything will be revealed. We're absolutely teleporting. By the way, I already completed like one portion of the event. I completed that the portion of the event where you have to go around and gather balloons without getting caught. Without getting caught by the Ersatz balloons. Zhongli moaning, exactly what I needed right now. Alright, let's see what we got over here.
The map. It should be somewhere around here.
Should be.
Let me take a look.
No, I haven't done the rhythm game yet.
It should be right up ahead.
Maybe I will do a few levels of that today, depending on how the progression in the story quest goes.
Aww. I don't see any lanterns here.
But there should be something here.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something? Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly. Venti's note here says we should look up and seek the answer from the sky.
Hyman's reading too. Huh? It says to look up. But there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
We should look up because the stars are fake. Still can't let go of that. The fact that the Balladeer was introduced like that, and that was actually a thing that carries over if you've met him before. And if you hadn't met him before, you would have been introduced to him for the first time later on. But yeah, just the first introduction to him, shows up, the stars are fake, refuses to elaborate, leaves. Absolutely amazing. Balloons thing and Pokemon Snap, run around, take pictures. Yep, I still have to do the picture taking and the rhythm game. Slip also says, now you should recite the incantation. Paimon, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Yes, the screen went black. Something's happening. Oh! Wind current!
What a strong wind current.
Hello, Sudam.
Let's write it up and see where it leads us.
There was one thing I did for the rhythm game. I, altered the timing a little
Can
bit.
someone carry me with them?
I made sure that it was actually on beat for me. Things better than Osu because... Wow, don't say that. Just because you don't like Osu doesn't mean it's garbage. I mean, I haven't played it either. But because I haven't played it, that means I cannot confirm or deny whether or not it's good. Hello, floating island. Is Rob here? Rob, are you still here to do your job, or do I have to do it right now? I think I'm gonna have to do it. Give me a second. There we go. That's one problem taken care of. Alright, let's go. Let's see what this floating island over here has in store for us. You think this island is gonna stay? It's absolutely not gonna stay. This is just a temporary thing. But I do wish I do hope it's gonna stay. Just, you know, every little bit of map expansion would be appreciated. I do appreciate map expansion, even if it's something small like a floating island. Now, you might be saying, no, it can stay because it's not drawn in on the map. Except, actually, it is drawn in on the map. They went out of their way to draw in this island on the map. That means it has to be important. They wouldn't have drawn this in if it didn't have any kind of importance, right? Actually, no, that's just the rocks. That's just the rocks below. Never mind, it's just the rocks below. But even then, just because something isn't on the map doesn't mean it's not gonna stay. Example, there's an island over here. Yeah, exactly. And the floating islands in Liyue. And there is an island over here that's also not drawn on the map. So just because this isn't on the map does not mean it's not permanent. If we're lucky, this is gonna stay. I highly doubt it's gonna stay, but I can hope, right? So let's see.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Yeah, maybe the wind god.
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Kale.
Hmm.
Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
Yeah, maybe a certain wind
Never would have
god.
guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
What is it?
What is it, Albedo?
Why should we wait? What is going
We
on?
better make
Do you have
sure
a
this
problem?
place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear
In
for a moment.
fucking city, Colin. Yeah, no need for a map. Everyone vigilantly watches Albedo as he conducts a thorough investigation.
Some doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing.
That it
It'd be
is.
impossible to feel stressed here.
And then a storm appeared, and the entire floating island was whisked away with us still on it.
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms. But I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to.
So we
sit
can
on
just keep
chairs
guessing.
and fulfill
Throw
the
random
prophecy.
guesses out there until it works.
Everyone,
Brute force the
I would like
solution.
to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
Why though?
Sounds kind of smart. But why?
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
What?
Mona, is there something wrong?
Oh, she was looking at the scry glass. Is something... Oh, did you find something horrible?
I brought some snacks.
What kind of future did you see?
Thank you for offering Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scry glass a spin, hoping to find some information.
And what did you find?
There's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
Well... Marja shivered. Did she sense some kind of great power? Maybe a god?
Me, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
Come on!
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Wanderer!
Yes.
Take
Let's
it.
test
Yeah,
the
totally. That
hypothesis
was
together,
us.
Klee.
Snacks? What snacks?
Join us,
Snacks? What do you
Mona.
mean snacks? We got all kinds of snacks, I'm sure, here.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world,
Alright, what's your risky
You can
guess?
do it, Sucrose.
Do your risky guess. What is it?
then I would fetch a tetratanic sweet flower.
Alright, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
And that is going to be Bennett as your risky answer?
I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a
Oh,
long time, I have been guided by others.
interesting.
It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber,
Ooh, Timaeus, where are
Master
you going?
Tigari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
Are you going to your seat? Okay.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit.
Golly's
myself
growing
as
up,
one
yes.
who would never lie.
So cute.
Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone too for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
As the only one here who
And
can't use
last
the
but not
elements.
least, I will answer the final part
Well,
of the
presumably.
prophecy.
We don't know. Maybe
There's no
Paimon...
tale more
Maybe,
befitting
because
the
maybe
timeless
Paimon can use the
legend
elements
that
to some
never
degree. We
ends
don't
than
know.
our fates as human beings.
We know very little about Paimon.
The lantern just lit up!
Oh?
Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing!
So did we get it right? But all we did was submit a batch of test answers. I guess any answer works.
Could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, alright.
Oh, and that deactivated it again. And that activated it again.
Huh? What's going on?
Just have everyone sit down.
Regardless of who's sitting in the chair. Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
Maybe any answer we can come up with
Pretty
is somehow
clear now,
correct.
isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
To tell people that we're all here. Oh, mystery person.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
Okay, so who are you, mystery
We
person?
meet again, traveler.
Hey!
Curiosity, hi, it's been a bit. How are you? I hope you're doing
It's
well.
all thanks to you.
I
that
do
I
hope
was
you're
able
doing
to
well,
find this
really.
place. Good
I'm currently
thing that
playing
you
the
were too
Windblume Festival
preoccupied with the
again.
prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
I'm really
Oh,
curious
is
who the
that so?
Scarlet person is.
Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
And yes, I was aware that Rosaria caught up to her.
There's no need for pleasantries.
I'm doing well
You
too.
should know
Really
I'm
well,
here
in
for
fact.
Is it just because I'm a visitor
Glad to be
from abroad?
progressing through through
I
the
was there
story
when you
again today
snuck
as
your way
well.
into
That's gonna be
Marjorie's
fun.
place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard
So what
not
did you do
notice
to
you when I'm on
arouse so
duty
much
every day.
attention?
All
Huh,
right.
Scarlet?
In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a
Yeah,
real
we
prophecy
need to know the
after all?
motive here, because I'm still very confused.
Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She
Oh.
hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Oh?
Would have guessed.
To be honest, Scarlet kind of pretty. Hey, yo.
Power was indeed left behind
We're getting
by
the
old
NPC
hag
sims
after
appearing
all.
now, huh?
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
Huh.
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it.
And who would that person be then?
Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The
Maybe.
lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Oh, are we gonna have to fight something? We're gonna have to fight something.
Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
Ayo?
Oh,
Was not
I hear
expecting
many
that.
Youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh,
Like her liking her.
since we've
Fair.
last gathered,
Fair.
Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Totally not. Nope.
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Well, it's-
Oh, Dallas.
so everyone in the
I
game is
hate
kind of hot, is what you're saying then.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Because
Well,
it's
it's
fun.
been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me.
When
for
we're
thinking
asking
that
Alice
some old
anything, the
friends
answer would
from my
always be
youth
because
may
it's
have
fun,
decided to
right?
Catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
Was hello, Ivanov.
And if I
Welcome.
recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
Yeah, we talked to him
Are
about
you
this
sitting
kind
around
of
my
maybe.
beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Perhaps partially.
Wait. Heimat's completely lost now. So what was this
Also,
assembly
hello,
you were talking
Maddie.
about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice.
Favorite character from
would
Shimmer
it
and
be all right
Shine?
to leave the explanation of that to you?
Shimmer and Shine, Shimmer and Shine. Remind me about Shimmer and
Well,
Shine,
you
please.
should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and
Oh, are we gonna get storytime cutscene? Please tell me cutscene. Oh yes.
The Hexen Circle, as the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself, but he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs.
And this is the
At
table
these
they'd convene
We
at.
discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended
Well,
his
ain't that just a lovely story
I'm
there?
raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours.
Yeah,
so I
that
wish to
was
leave you
absolutely
with my
Albedo.
storybook. Actually,
The one and
maybe you can
only.
pass it on to your children
The
one day.
non-imposter.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
And that's Mona's master.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship.
I'm guessing that was Alice?
Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mage's
The
teeth
sky that is
shall
fake.
forever be held around this table.
Jeez, it's 3 wishes. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen that show, so sorry, I can't really say a favorite character from it.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
And now we can hold our
That's
meetings
right.
here.
We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
Yeah, the blessing to drink tea
About
here.
that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing.
Oh.
The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
Oh.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately
I watched it a
reveal
long
the
time,
truth
so yeah.
to
Ah, I
everybody,
see.
Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
Oh, come
A
on.
flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together.
Well, ain't that
Flower is
just
not of this world
nice?
signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her.
Alright, and who
The
else?
guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her
That's
yet,
gonna be a new
but
character.
She is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her
Looks like
subject
now
of
she might be
study.
fine, you never know. I mean,
Someone who is
honestly,
fortunate enough to
Clee's
have
mom,
already
she
heard
gotta
her
look
voice.
fine.
Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world.
I think we're all curious to see what she looks like.
Suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Huh, could she have been the one who spoke to me while we were investigating?
If one day
Yes, true, right, the renamed Balladeer, I forgot.
She may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
I forgot. I forgot that's what I named the Wanderer.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity.
But you did kind of trick us multiple times in the
As
past,
for a
kind
legend
of,
that never
slightly.
ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any
No,
of you ever
enlighten me
read
why you
The
named him
Boar
that.
Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve
Like
a
a
seat
straw.
at the
I
mage's table?
see.
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
Fair point.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers.
Oh.
Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to
They're
think
trying.
the
They're
Hexen
trying
Circle
to
was a group
pronounce
of
it.
women who could control the very fate of this
And
world.
that's what matters.
But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary
That's how I
people are
always feel
also
when it
among
comes to
you.
these German words.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh?
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as
Could
I
you
am
become
able,
an important
I will
important
speak with our
character?
family.
Hello?
I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
And they're all saying it slightly differently.
There's only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But
Is
no
Carly
matter
gonna get
how
even
hard
more
things
character
may
progression
become,
here?
we will cross
Build her up a
mountains
little
and
more?
oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will
Too
be
bad that this is a
filled with
limited time
joy.
event only, and
To us
people won't be
mages,
able to experience it later
that's
on.
what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh.
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Alright, then where do we go next? Also, why is Rosaria leaving?
Bye, too.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
What do you mean
Yes,
that
it's
time?
Windblume
Windblume.
is
Yeah,
that
it is that time right now. It's not just
also a
close.
special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Imagine it's just Lisa's alias.
I do remember now. It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot. Ah, just in time.
Everyone wants to see Starlight Paimon, at least Spinne does.
Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Oh, I intend to. As far as fades and the lantern grows dim, it is once again just a regular piece of decor. Again, please always do this. Always do this. This is so much better than having the text automatically advance without me being able to read it in time. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon the chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders and returns to Mondstadt.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
And then Timaeus died. At least one song, fine. You want me to do one song? I will do one song. After we're done. Because we're not quite done yet. Apparently it progresses just a teeny tiny bit more. Nope, no waiting. I walked into this already.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, you know, let it out.
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
At least you didn't die.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just, well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic.
So?
I won't argue about that.
So?
But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for.
Oh? What were you hoping for then?
I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
How about Timaeus? But nah.
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume
Taking that long just to attack.
Festival's
Hey,
special
nice.
Had I not asked for everyone's help, if anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Yeah, any new info, any new lore is always
Sorry,
appreciated.
You still need to go to Leeway to apologize to Yinger, right? Do you
Proud
want
of it?
Polly and I to
As you
accompany
should. After just 2 attempts making it sound good.
Oh,
I couldn't make it in 100 attempts, I'll tell you that.
I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Oh. She here? She here?
Miss Yinger?
Well.
Oh, so that's Miss Yinger? I've never met her before.
There we go. He meets his waifu.
That's her, and she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yinger, but how did you... I mean...
Oh?
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
I
Soup!
was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very
Imagine having
important
favorite
matter,
NPCs. I
right?
don't think I have a favorite NPC.
Well then, of
Except
course
maybe
I had to
Catherine.
come and find you instead.
And then the question becomes, which Catherine?
I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone.
Oh, I'm getting hit by forest boars all the time, no matter what. They look quite happy. Maybe that's what Windblume's all about. The adventures come to an end, everyone bids farewell, and soon only a few people are left behind. Dog. Dog has arrived. Playable Catherine when?
I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do. But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities.
Suddenly dog barks.
I've never visited Sumeru.
Dog doesn't like conversation.
Many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too.
The introverts are truly bonding.
You probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all. But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Yes, it is too late. Never accept yourself.
Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
Oh, now we're getting metaphorical here.
I may have read about that in a book before.
Alright, what's the
It's a
metaphor?
topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at
Well, what's the
dinner one time
significance
last
of
month.
it?
She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another
Look at
part of
Glee!
life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best. They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Well, isn't it great that they're getting along so well? Why would we interrupt? Let them have this moment.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
Reward, give me loot.
Texture. Are these seeds?
Take my seed.
I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on.
Oh.
It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them.
Oh, I absolutely will. Thank you
They're
very
super
much for your
sweet
seed.
and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year.
Do we get to submit another Windblume this
the
year,
animal
or was that
Archon could
just
also see how
a
lovely
past
they are.
thing?
Thank you.
I don't think we get to
I'll
actually
plant them in the
submit
immediate
one.
forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request.
Huh.
Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much.
Of course you did that. Of course, because Rob isn't here, someone else had to do it, and I guess that someone was you.
I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
Do your thing. Shove it in her face.
I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube?
Shove your tube
I
into
will
her
save this
face.
breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
Kale exhales into Sucrose. Kale exhales into Sucrose's test tube, and the fluid turns a deep violet. A small sparkling cloud then puffs out of the test tube and rises into the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind.
Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, and now it flew away.
We got it though.
Well, luckily there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now.
If your breath looks like that, that doesn't
And let
feel
you
too
know
safe.
As soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Oh! Hi, Tainari.
Trinari! Sino!
Haven't seen you in a while.
If your
Since the
friendship
beginning
was
of the
forged in a
event,
test tube,
basically.
Does that make you test friends forever?
That's it.
Sino, can you leave
Think
again?
You've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've
You know, it
enjoyed
doesn't help
Mondstadt
my
endlessly.
case that I have similar reactions as Tainari to some stuff, considering I've already been compared to Tainari purely on a visual aspect.
This card back is for you.
Like, when we first got to Sumeru, I was immediately like, look, he looks like Code. And now I have the exact same reaction to Sino's jokes. Jesus Christ. Wait, for me?
Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably
Nearly
wants you to
killed
use
me.
it if you challenge him to
Damn.
a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Oh, I do dare challenge you.
Let's knock him off his high horse.
It's time to duel!
Wait, I've got something to give you too. Huh? Kale?
has a gift for us? Yeah. I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepare
Special
a few
reward
small gifts
time.
named after the Windblume Festival.
Oh, that's
I made
nice.
these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino.
Huh.
During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family.
Yeah, not like an
He
academic
didn't write joint
family.
papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh,
Look at them.
and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Everyone? Okay, share with an entire city, why don't you? Thank you. We really appreciate it.
So, are these your chosen Windblooms? One of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings.
Okay, I
want to
see
give
it.
them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night.
Oh!
Who you'd want to see even
The
if
squad
they
rolls
were
up.
crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
And where is Fischl?
I'm so happy to hear you say that. Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there? Huh?
I don't. Camera, will you show it?
Just like your test tube?
Joy above the clouds. Complete. Which part of what Sino said? Sino said a lot. Apparently I completely missed that fact. How did I manage to miss that? Take a card deck, by the way. I know I got a new card skin. I know I got a new card back skin. You want me to look at it right now? How do I check that again? Here? Deck? Design settings? Card back. Which one is it? This one. That does look really cool. That is a pretty nice design. I'm still missing 3 designs. This one I have to grind a little bit for. And these ones... yeah, I can get those eventually. Yeah, of course Albedo makes great stuff. We know this. We know that he made it. I broke the fountain. Oh no. Alright, you wanted me to play one little rhythm game. Can I teleport straight to it? No, I can only navigate. Okay. Guess we gotta walk there. Yep. We will do one song before moving on with this story. Hello? Can I play music? Hey, Lizzie. I'll give it a go, thank you very much. Alright, first song, select difficulty, Pro. Begin. During the performance, different notes will appear on the screen. When a note falls on the dandelion line, strike the decision line and score points. The amount of points scored will vary depending on the timing of your stroke. A long note is represented by a long strip of light. Hold the button to play the note, release to score the points. Okay. I'll just have to find the inputs again. ASD, JKL. I've played Shaggy, I can do this. This is nothing. I am in the flow. Ooh. Although it is slightly confusing because of the angles they're coming out in. Because they're not coming straight down, you know? Okay. Got it. Could have been a little bit better, but I feel like that was fairly good. Hey, look at that, a 99.37%. That's what you need to look at. So it's flat and not curved. It's too slow for me, plus lags. I'm bad at rhythm, plus I'm bad at rhythm games. Damn. Sucks to suck, doesn't it, Spinner? Alright, we got that done immediately. Look at that. One song as promised. And now, you might want to switch to Lurk if you still need the rewards, the drops, you know, for Genshin. The Primo Gems, the free ones. And if you don't need them, you're, I guess, free to just turn off the stream entirely. Because we are going over to Sumeru now. Navigate. And don't listen a bit. I will play them. I'm sure we've heard the other songs already. It's fine. They are all songs we've heard before, I'm 99% sure. College theme is fire. Yeah, but we know what college theme is. Alright. Let's see what we got. Ooh. And thank you for the lurk. I don't care about someone being surrounded by hilichurls. They can die for all I care. No, Paimon, we will not save them. We have more important stuff to do. We don't need to save someone from hilichurls. We need to save a hilichurl. So let's do it. Alright, I'm back. We can continue. Just came back and you're telling me to leave. What? I did not. I did not say that. What was I even talking about? I was talking to Spinner, I think, about, you know, potentially not getting spoiled about the upcoming story quest here that we're doing right now. Because we need to find a hilichurl. And not up here, but rather underground in that little cave. Okay, where are you? Little hilichurl. Hello? That's not the same hilichurl.
That's
yeah.
Not CodeErr.
Exactly, the scarf. There's no silk scarf around his arm.
Right. CodeErr's scarf was a gift I wanted.
Also, Gabe coming back from the lurk. Hello. Welcome back. Are you back because we're done with the event?
My eyes
and because
must be going.
Because you'll forget this anyway by the time you get to it, right? Ah, and you got the primos. Nice. I still don't have them.
Body of mine.
Don't worry, I'll get the primos too at some point, and we can pull for more Zhongli. Still, this hilichurl, there's something strange about it.
Yes. It doesn't seem interested in us in the least. It seems intent on walking in that direction. Where could it be going?
Let's go have a look.
Yes. The more we know about Hilly Churls, the better.
He sounds so insane. Skim through the event for the exclusive weapon. That is fair. Don't forget to get the refinement material for that weapon as well. Wouldn't want to miss out on that now, would you? What?
Did it go in here? Well, let's head in.
That looks like a domain entrance to me. Unknown Sanctuary. Let's see what's in here. He's the most sane Genshin NPC. Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree.
What a ghastly place. Has it always existed? I swear I've never noticed it before.
Look!
Huh. It looks like they're worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and it appears to be in earnest.
But what are they worshipping?
Never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal?
Well, only one way to find out. Let's follow them.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. The air here and this creepy scene, it's eerily familiar. Does this have anything to do with that one statue of the Seven that the Abyss Order stole? We do remember that the Abyss Order stole a statue of a god. Specifically, I think it was a statue of Venti. I wonder if this has anything to do with what they're worshipping here. The, altered statue. That's my best guess. I'll keep walking behind them for now. I don't want to disturb them. There's a door of resurrection there. But I am... Whoa! Door of resurrection activated. Thank you. Didn't have to spin me around like that for it. Any kind of extra chest? I won't be like, peace. Yeah, no, they just dipped. They're just like deuces. By the way, the funny thing is during this entire event, you cannot open up the pause menu. You can't open up the pause menu unless you exit out of the entire story section and you have to enter it again. So yeah, if I try to open the pause menu, it just says, hey, you wanna exit the portion of the story? Because yeah, Paimon shows up in the pause menu and we can't have that. We can't have Paimon show up right now. There is a chest for there is a chest. Of course there is a chest hidden here. Do you think I am allowed to walk past them? I don't know. Feels like I should stay behind and follow them. This looks very Abyss Order-y.
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is powering it?
Main character voice line! Out of nowhere!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Zhongli voice line, completely expected. Okay, but that main character voice line came out of nowhere. What a pleasant surprise. Hey with the boys, Debbie, hello! Welcome! Hope you're doing well, because I sure am. I've recovered my sanity since the horror that went down in my previous stream. You know, Minecraft stuff where I died and died and died and died, but I'm doing well now. Continuing the main story of Genshin Impact. Trying not to miss any kind of hidden chests. Because you never know where they might be. I do want to get the loot where I can. Okay. Oh, well, this one's not particularly hidden, is it? Fun start tomorrow, so I'm only here to check in. Doing better than the Minecraft streamer. Yeah. Also, yeah. Totally fair that you're only checking in. You gotta prepare for those finals. I wish you the best of luck. Or rather, I wish you the best of success, because you only wish someone luck. Because wishing someone luck is assuming that they aren't prepared without luck being on their side. Although a little bit of luck probably wouldn't help. Losing the sense of pleasure as nothing satiate. Again, coming in with the heavy stuff that I don't know how to handle. I can't tell you. I can't help you. I can only... I'm locked in. The only thing I can do is do my teeny tiny little streams and hope that it helps somehow. And that's the limit of my ability, sadly. Have those statues been partially beheaded? Yeah! Pieces of the head are completely chopped off. On 3 of them, and the 4th one is completely obliterated. Present for me. Never tried to learn. That is fair. Especially because, you know, someone's always translating anyway. Usually me. So, no head. Yeah, no head. Hang on, I don't recognize this battle music. Was that new battle music, or have I just... Or do I just not remember it because... Poo-poo head. Poo-poo brain. Okay, they're continuing this way. But it's telling me to go up here. How do I get in here? Through a portal. You know what? Maybe I do go over here then. Let's see if this connects. It's very fine elegance to it. It could be. Preview of Fontaine.
Get on the ceiling. Did the room turn upside down? Or gravity itself?
More main character voice lines. They are coming out of nowhere, and I am not complaining. I am really not complaining about these. But I do want to know how to get to that chest over there. There has to be a way. I know you probably can't climb this, right? Yeah, of course, it can't be that easy. And the Zhongdong isn't tall enough to allow me to climb the rest of it, and there doesn't appear to be a hole in the ceiling to jump into in the first place. So I guess we're just moving on then? I guess that's really all I can do right now. Give me. Oh! Oh, that is what we're dealing with here. Gravity inversion. Oh, now I get it. Tall enough, but size doesn't matter. Ah, yes. Imagine applying to be Genshin and of doing lots of voice lines, only to have less than 20 throughout the whole game. It is kind of sad, isn't it? Wait, there's no pedestal to put anything in here? Really? So if I go over here, I will place these two, right?
Like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
1, 2. I need one more. And by the looks of things, I might be able to find that up there if I go back. Still, that only opened up one of the gates. The chest is hidden behind the other one. How do I open that? There has to be a way to open it somehow, right? They wouldn't put a chest there if I can't get it. Zhong Dong. Camera on crotch. Zhong Dong focuses camera on crotch. Yes. Amazing. Huh. Yeah, no, there isn't anything over here to activate that. Well, that's annoying. Guess we'll head back for now. Such a nice character. He frequently interacts with the main character and makes worldly observations. Ah, yes. And isn't even present anymore at this part of the story. How do I get in here? Guess there might just not be a way. Well, then let's keep going. Unless this is how I get in here. Is it? Is it that same spot? Might be. Eat her or something? Why isn't she present for once? Because during the section she left with Daneslav. I'm complaining? Yeah. She left. We literally cannot pause the game right now. You're currently in a special story mode. You will be able to continue even if you wish to leave. So every time I try to open the pause menu, I get this message, because I cannot open the pause menu while Paimon isn't present. So I have to exit out of the entire quest line in order to, do that. Funnily enough. But yeah, she left with Daneslav, and we kinda have to manage now. Alright. Final piece. Now what happens? Open. Okay, that goes down pretty far. I'm sure they'll put... No, they aren't putting water down here. If you don't break your fall with the wind glider, you're kind of screwed. No chest up here. I don't got attacks. You have to save either Lumine or Paimon. One will die. Who are you saving? I'm saving Lumine. Paimon was always meant to be emergency food. She would have died at some point anyway. Oh, hello there. Are you gonna attack us or are you just here to pray?
Fate has not granted you the right to enter the...
Hang on, I don't think we've faced a Cryo Abyss Herald yet. An Abyss Herald? No, he doesn't look like someone from the Abyss Order. He doesn't? Really?
Do you insist on an audience?
You look at that and say doesn't look like someone from the Abyss Order. Really?
Then I grant you the trial of destiny.
The Trial of Destiny, aka, do you wanna go, bro? Wow, look at those sick moves. Personally save Paimon. He's been with us since the start, not gonna lie. Yeah, but the whole point of our journey is to get Lumine back, right? We'll kind of be sad if we get to the end of our journey only to discover that everything we've been working up towards was entirely pointless. Hate Lumine. F Lumine. Okay, I guess she did kind of get involved in some questionable stuff. Apparently. With the Abyss Order and everything.
Stabilize.
Alright, can you die now? Your shield is just really annoying, that's it. There we go. Who's Paimon? Yeah.
Who was that? He was...
Warframe crossover? Huh? What do you mean? Terrifying? I've seen similar characters before.
He was a perfect being. I'm in awe.
Excuse me, what?
He had the most wondrous aura, a perilous yet beautiful power. Oh, truly mesmerizing.
Yeah, he wasn't the perfect being. I guess you just saw, I beat him.
Able to defeat him.
Yeah.
Oh, your strength is greater than I had imagined.
You have unconventional tastes. I just have lots of combat experience.
Let's continue on.
Also, I'm the main
find
character.
myself growing more curious by the second and more excited.
Okay, I can go there, but I first want to see what's over this way. Ice Mage is shite. Apparently so. I guess I'm just too good. Oh wait, this is where that portal was before. Yeah, the thing is, I have a Pyro character in my team, so of course I'm gonna deal the damage to his shield much quicker than the other dudes. Another broken statue. Another chest. Hello? Anyone home? Hope you don't mind me entering. Except you do mind. At least that one guard minded, and I killed him for it. Tartaglia weekly, just basic slashes and jabs. Looks like it, yeah. Just Tartaglia, but shit.
I think we've made it to the end.
What is that thing? Wrapped in chains, hanging in mid-air, emanating a sinister aura. There's no mistaking it. It's just like the defiled statue. I knew it was connected to that statue. I had a theory it was connected to that. So it does have something to do with the Abyss Order, and these worshipping hillgirls remind me a little too much of the Grand Thief. Huh. Try the rest of the night. Oh, we will enjoy it. But thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And you go and study for those finals. I wish you the best of luck and success. Ain't this place is bad news. We've got to go. Aid?
Oh,
Aid?
dear creature. Why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Or for power that you covet?
Whose voice is that? It must be coming from right inside my head. Can Aid hear it?
Oh, dear creature.
Just the Abyss Herald without the voice changers. I mean, he is from Khaenri'ah. He is from Khaenri'ah, and all of the Abyss people are from Khaenri'ah, so it makes kind of sense that they'd be similar-ish. Huh. A sinner. So someone who was punished by the Seven, then?
Born in sin, yet pure, spotless. I know your fate well.
So why are you inside my head?
Hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies. Go forth.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Fate bestowed upon you.
Why did it just start lagging out like that? Is it stabilizing itself again? Not really. Let me click out of the game for a real quick second. What the hell? My PC is getting real hot right now. What is this event? Or not this event, but this cutscene. Let's see if we can make it out of this alive. Oh my god, we absolutely cannot. Let it calm down for just a second. Alright, we'll have to make it through it, though. We'll have to make it through it somehow. I hope you can... Okay, we made it. We just had to advance a little bit further, so it wasn't visible anymore. Who in the world are you? What do these words mean? Which bugged for a moment. And... showed me his band? Well, that seems odd. Why would it show you his band? Huh. The voice, it's gone. And so is the lag. Oh, never mind! That crystal is so powerful. Whatever that crystal is, it has the power to lag my stream. Aid? Aid? What?
What just happened? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was overcome by a sense of awe or joy, perhaps.
Are you alright now?
I am. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. How peculiar.
Something's not right about this place. We need to get out of here.
Oh, is that so? All right. As you wish.
You leave the ominous cave and return to Aid's house. Or was it Idle? I never remember pronunciations correctly, do I? And then I'm amused by German pronunciation attempts in this.
He's still okay.
Don't we still need to go to the Statue of the Seven? German accent tier list? Why? Maybe I can see.
A strange feeling that what just happened was meant to be. For this to happen, right at the moment when I was dreading worshipping at a statue of the Seven, it's as if fate was calling to me.
I still want to know what exactly happened there.
Say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective.
Sounds like a ridiculous idea, but if you insist.
I have to try. No matter what, you said it yourself. I have to exhaust all options.
That is true. Another dose of medicine is administered to the Hilichurl.
CodeErr.
Oh? Is that actually working?
Papa?
CodeErr.
Oh my god, that is actually...
Oh, goodness, it worked. It's a miracle. Oh, CodeErr, my dear son.
I am absolutely stunned.
You see, it worked. CodeErr can speak again.
Where's Mama?
Well...
CodeErr, look at me. Do you know who I am?
Of course. Your Papa.
Alright. That is not one way to wake up. If your dad immediately goes insane in front of you.
How do you feel, CodeErr?
And just completely brushes off the topic of you asking for your mama.
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. I didn't dare go out.
And knowing this about Hilichurls
Didn't want to either.
makes the fact that we slaughter a bunch of them
Wait.
so
My body.
interesting.
What happened to me? Is this me? Papa? What's happened to me?
Calm yourself.
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale world. There's no more Conria here. No more home. But, do you know what that means? No more red sky. No more end of the world. In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay with Papa forever.
And again the question about... Oh, not the question I thought. I thought he was asking for his mother, but no.
Look, Cory Bear, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you. So how could you be dead?
Really?
Yes.
Although all of the Conrians want to die, even if they're not dead.
And this must all be very confusing for you. Just rest here for now. Things will get better. Oh, and you have to promise me something. Never take off your mask.
Oh?
Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't take it off.
But
Okay, Papa. I won't.
what is the reason for that, though? What exactly is the reason for that? Father and son talk for a little while. Aid seems to have changed man after all of this. I cannot read.
Glad as I am now. I can't believe this is really happening.
And I can't believe that Genshin is so incredibly unliked on my channel. Guys, this game is dragging my entire channel down. I enjoy playing it, but whenever I stream it, my entire channel statistics go into the basement and below. They plummet to the bottom of the deepest, darkest caves of the Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update. We go from double digits to like 2 people being here. One of them probably being myself. Genshin, am I right? It's unbelievable.
I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Never before have I humiliated myself like that. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I was naive to think that the gods who conspired against us would ever...
Again, Nahida didn't conspire against you. She wasn't born at that point.
The god we saw in that cave.
Why do you look at Twitch statistics?
That was a truly mighty god. Nothing like one of the Seven.
Also, I'm not sure you want to worship an Abyss Order god. But yeah, I look at it, for one, to see what people actually enjoy watching on my channel. Because just because I enjoy playing a game doesn't mean people enjoy watching it. And if I enjoy playing it and people don't like it, I feel like I should just be playing it on my own time. But every time I bring up that topic with Genshin, people say, no, keep going, keep going. So I keep going. And the other reason why I look at the statistics every once in a while is to see if we can get some more achievements and eventually, hopefully, maybe, if we're really lucky, at some far point down the road, maybe move up from affiliate to partner. But, yeah, that is a distant dream right now.
That wondrous power, it was truly enchanting. Surely that must have been the reason I bowed down. Now then, after one besieges a god, and the god responds by answering their prayers, should they, do something to show their devotion?
One would assume, but I'm not sure you want to help this god.
Area of expertise. But surely I should honor the god that has honored my wishes.
Yeah, that was not a god, that was a sinner.
A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd.
No, they told me. They literally told
know
me.
A single thing about him. How dare you utter such...
They told me!
You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never! He is a god, mightier than they, and yet you would call him a sinner.
He called himself a sinner.
No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my faith. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
Fine, go ahead. His experience has deeply affected him. He was particularly stable to begin with, but this religious fervor is something else. I guess I better catch up with him anyway. There are monsters everywhere. I can't stand by and let him fall into their hands. Alright, let's go. Let's follow that dude. Back into that domain we go. Let's see what we will find in there this time. If anything will anything have changed, or will it be exactly the same? Only one way to find out. Here we go. We're back. Okay, we got some more slimes. Not a problem. I can handle slimes easily. Okay. Moving on. The crystal's probably gonna lag us out again. Hi there, hello, you wanna die? Thank you. Well, that was easy. Open the door. And whatever the sinner is, please don't try lagging my game again. I would prefer it if you didn't do that. I don't see it.
Gather.
Is it gone, or has it just not loaded in?
No. Impossible.
It is gone.
What happened?
It's gone.
The Hilly Churl worshippers have disappeared too. Was it all an illusion?
That seems unlikely. We couldn't have both seen the exact same illusion.
That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body.
So?
It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Yes, a divine wonder. Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future we shall see it again.
Let's just get back.
Could he really have been a sinner and not a god?
That's what he said. Take A, who seems to be in a trance, back to the small house. And we're back? Yeah.
Kari Bear? Where has he gone?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been here.
Maybe he ran off? But why?
This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger or an adventurer in his current state?
Then we have to find him first.
Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it.
The mirror. I knew that mirror was important.
Oh no. Did he?
He took off the mask and looked into the mirror, didn't he?
The mirror, it's broken.
But hasn't the mirror been broken this whole time? Yeah, it has. What does the broken mirror mean? And it was broken before.
He must have taken his mask off and seen what he looks like beneath it.
I was already broken when I looked at it.
If he'd just done as he was told. We have to find him.
I have a feeling there's more significance to it than that. But okay, let's get to searching. Investigate.
It's his scarf. He dropped it. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on.
Wow, if he dropped his scarf, that means he will look like just any other villager. We will not be able to recognize him.
CodeErr, where are you?
Like, at all. Oh, there's people here.
Curses! Forest rangers.
Hey, who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Can we cover for him?
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have come past this way. Have you seen it?
I asked you first. Don't make this more difficult than it needs
We're
to be.
kind of in a rush right now. I'm an adventurer.
Have you seen a hilly churl?
I'm an adventurer, world famous. I can vouch for him right now. Can you please just tell me where to go?
Hey, whoa. Look, sir, there's no need to get so worked up. There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal? We see plenty of them out here.
Yeah, but has one run past this way right now?
A few of them back there. Those dumb boneheads.
Oh no. Calm down. Calm down.
Forest ranger scum! You spawn of the seven are all the same. I'll have your heads if you so much as laid a finger on CodeErr.
I've killed a bunch of village trolls too, you know. And you hang out with me.
You've got some gall coming here to our nation insulting the forest rangers.
Curse you all, forest rangers.
Stop it, Aid. Stop, or the forest rangers and I will have to make you. Both sides calm down for now, thanks to your urging.
I don't get it. Why make such a huge fuss over a few hilly churls? Makes no sense.
Yeah, to you, maybe.
You. He'd only just regained his mind. How could you do this to him? So tell me, forest rangers, did you really spare none of them? Did you really take out?
Or did one of them run away?
You saw?
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a solitary hilly churl when I left the team to, use the toilet.
Okay.
I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction, so I left it alone.
There's still hope.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's go. We have to find him.
Alright, thanks for the directions. Helped a lot. They must be so confused.
Not even a thanks for the info, goodbye?
Yeah, no, kind of in a rush right now. Maybe next time. Can't possibly be much further than this. There we go. CodeErr, is that you? According to the name that just popped up, yes.
CodeErr.
We found him. Don't you dare jump.
CodeErr, stop. It's me. It's Papa. Whatever you saw, it was all a trick. An illusion. I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real.
You shouldn't say that. If nothing is real, then nothing's stopping him from jumping.
Go back.
Don't you jump. Don't you do it.
CodeErr?
He's not responding.
How could this happen? He regained his mind. He must be able to hear me. Surely. Come, CodeErr. We have to go home now. Papa's here to take you home, all right?
Something's not right with him. The question is, what is not right with him? Oh, cutscene.
Papa.
Oh!
CodeErr.
But he's responding.
Papa, I can't take it.
Please, CodeErr. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa.
He's gonna take... Okay, what do they look like underneath that? What happened?
I see. I understand now. Finally, it all makes sense.
What happened? What happened? Did I faint? I remember CodeErr taking his mask off, but then...
Ah, Traveler, you're awake. Finally, we can rejoice together. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time now.
What do you mean true identity? Ayo, where's this going?
I suspected it was you from the beginning. I had to talk to you to be sure.
But I've never met you.
Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida is the name of a
Ida.
servant.
There we go.
I
Thank you for
once
correcting me
had.
again.
My real name is Clotar. Clotar Alberic.
That name. That family name. Alberic? You can't be. Are you the one who established the Abyss Order? Are you that very same Alberic?
You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, eh? The power inside CodeErr and the power of the one you call a sinner.
The one who called himself a sinner.
Same. Yeah. I am positive now. It's the power of the Abyss, isn't it? Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes.
I didn't see clearly. What happened to CodeErr?
That is no business of yours.
I think it is after I helped you for all this time here.
Yes. Salvation for a sinner can only come from a sinner. CodeErr did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. He will be able to weave his own destiny anew.
Again, what happened?
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
I've heard of that before. There's that term again, the Loom of Fate. You're right about this being from the Abyss, but the Abyss is sinister and dangerous.
Huh? Sinister? Dangerous? Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny
Just the name Abyss alone, how can that not be sinister?
We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Conria. To us, you were the Abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond our imagination and comprehension. And the one who controls the Abyss can control everything.
Well, if you think I am the Abyss, then you're not going to be able to control me. Only I control me.
We looked to you to take us there. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Princess of Conria.
You're talking about my sister, not me. You're talking about Lumine.
What did he just call me?
Voice lines too? Ayo? Ayo? What is this twist?
Traveler. Hey, Traveler. Traveler.
What is this twist? What is happening? Oh my god, what the hell is happening? What is going on? What the hell is going on? Why are we Lumine now? Why are we Lumine now? Excuse me, why are we Lumine now?
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake!
We're still ourselves, right? Okay, we're still ourselves. What the hell happened there?
Traveler?
No, seriously, what happened? Was that all just a dream? It can't have been all a dream, right?
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since.
Was that really all just a
Information and
dream?
memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness?
Founder of the Abyss Order, Albric. What happened to him?
You mean Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again.
Really?
Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life.
And despite that, my sister ultimately sided with him, didn't she?
You could say that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
I have a story to tell you. Your words sent Dainsleif deep into thought.
So you saw her memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies belief. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate did indeed rear its head during that time. And it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him.
But wait, if that was our sister's memories, then our sister also had a travel companion called Paimon, maybe? What? I am so confused.
Decided to go down this path.
I don't know if staying here and watching would be spoilers. I mean, to be fair, this is happening very, very far down the line. I think it would take you quite a while to get to this point. Also, I just realized something. Hang on. Okay, yeah, no, but it should have fixed itself. Yeah, I actually got warning messages from my recording software that we were dropping frames like crazy during one of these story cutscenes. Like, I don't know what it was, but there was one crystal thing that really, 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 really messed with my stream. I don't know why. But hi, anyway, welcome to the stream. It's up to you whether you want to stay. So, never good to know. Yeah, I mean, come on. The thing is, you not only have to progress through all the story quests to get this far, but you also have to grind up your adventure rank, because you only unlock later later story portions if your adventure rank is high enough. So, who knows when you will get to this point. But, we're definitely learning some interesting stuff right now. I also wish that I could know what she thought about all of this. But one thing is clear. This was not a happy memory.
Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This was where it all began.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. There's something I need to check.
What is it?
I need to know what lies buried in this field.
A field? What does that have to do with anything?
Mushrooms.
You mean here? Well, let's start digging and see.
Why is it so specific? Because reasons. Sometime you and Dainsleif discover what is hidden in the field.
Did you rebury them yet?
Let me double check what that price was. Where is it? Ah, you mean the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I honestly don't know exactly why. Okay, and you redeemed it. Alright, give me a second. Oh my god, this is happening now! Hooray! This should hopefully not take too long.
well, I guess we'll be doing this now for the foreseeable future. I don't know. You wanted this, so we're doing it. Honestly, it's been a really long time since this reward was redeemed, and I don't know how to feel about it. But I gotta make sure everything's working correctly, but everything should be working fine. So yeah. Anyway, we're done. You can open your eyes now. Even though, I mean, yeah, I mean, if I do this, I go, well, it's all or nothing, really, isn't it? We're done. You can open your eyes now.
A male and female skeleton buried together.
And you know what? That was actually very fitting, considering we just actually randomly switched to the female main character's point of view for a few seconds. So me switching over like this actually makes sense. But yeah, I didn't. Honestly, how did we know there were bodies buried here? I mean, we knew that there must have been people who died here, but I think the bones of the man belong to Clothar Alberic, but I have no idea who the other one belongs to.
What? That's impossible.
Yeah, I know he should have been immortal, right?
Unless Clothar Alberic finally found a way to rid himself of the curse.
Perhaps he did, but there's no way for us to really know. I mean, how long is this for? Honestly, I never really set an exact time. I know a lot of people would set this kind of stuff to be like 5 minutes. I usually go on for, well, however long seems reasonable, like for any kind of specific, until I hit some kind of specific point in the stream where it seems like a good point to switch over. That might just be until I hit the 2-hour mark, or that might just be until we are through with this entire story section. I don't even know. But I try to make it worth the channel points by keeping it up as long as, you know, chat doesn't get tired of it. Plus I have a feeling as long as I'm doing this, more people will show up for some reason. You know, classic Twitch stuff.
This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think, and to search my memories for some missing pieces. We should part ways here.
Alright, I guess we're done with this section then.
Leave? Why? You could come with us, you know.
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
And now we're raising another question.
Who's he?
You mean the voice that I heard inside my head? You know what it could be? It could absolutely be that voice, but I thought that voice was connected to that strange crystal, and that crystal wasn't there anymore, right?
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details before I can be sure. If the time is right, I will tell you when we next meet.
But what do you mean that he saw the traveler? How is that possible?
Well, it was just a memory. It all happened hundreds of years in the past, but maybe that thing's presence still lingers around this area. We never know. Maybe that's what allowed me to even see those memories in the first place.
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle to him.
What? Why? What is he?
Well, he is a sinner, but that doesn't answer our question, really.
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest. Goodbye.
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh?
Oh, Paimon, one more thing, by the way. It's kind of actually nice having you again, because that means I can actually pause the game again and exit out of the game if I want to. And change my options and settings. So, I guess in a way I did actually kind of miss you.
Huh?
Wait, are we doing a Paimon hug? Well, I guess that just happened. So wait, I think we're done with the story again. But we do still have another thing over here. As you can see, we can unlock the story quest. And we can also unlock a new hangout. But I think people would be more interested in the Dehya story quest, so we'll do this one. Because the story quests are usually more important than the hangouts anyway, so it makes more sense to do this one first. So let's get started on it and see where this takes us. Well, apparently it's taking us back to Sumeru City, which is totally fair. You know what, I think I'll absolutely keep this up until we hit like the 2-hour mark. I feel like that seems like the most reasonable choice right now. Who knows, maybe I'll keep it up for longer, but I will definitely not stop before that, because I feel like after, you know, when people pay this much for that reward, it should go a long way. Because it, you know, it rarely happens. So yeah, by the way, funny story, to anyone who's seeing this for the first time, did you know I also have a bikini model? So, yeah, that's a thing that exists. But since we're not doing a hot tub stream or anything, naturally I won't be wearing that anytime soon again. But I have worn it like maybe once or twice in the past, so yeah. It's a thing that exists.
I was trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
But that wasn't on our list, was it? But you know what, we shouldn't be surprised. Our emergency food is very hungry and needs more food.
We can still add it to the list.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
And there's Dehya, the one who we are actually looking to hang out with. And Dunyazard. Dunyazard, it has been a while. I hope you're doing well and you aren't dying anymore.
Yeah, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard. Not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends. The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I told Dehya to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago.
Well, that's a mighty generous offer then.
They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dehya wasn't around.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming. Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dehya. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
Oh, really now?
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes! Paimon can't believe you can still refuse.
Well, Paimon, that's because your mind is only ever on food and, you know, food and treasure, but still, mainly food.
Why don't you just take me with you today, when you leave? There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, come on. Not this
Oh, by the way,
again.
yeah, there's still the whole expanded area of the desert that I actually still technically need to do a quest for.
Sorry.
But since that quest isn't a main story quest, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that on stream. Plus, I can kind of go into that new area even without doing the quest, so it's not really necessary.
It's not that I wanted to go, it's more like... I feel like something is off about you lately. Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're...
Well, no, the one who never lies is someone we found during the Windblume Festival, not here.
Then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Oh, looks like Dunyazard was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme.
Well, if Mora
Everything
reigns supreme, then I
operates on a
should be able to
completely
handle
different set
myself
of
very
rules.
well because I have a lot of Mora.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're
And I
still
do mean I
friends,
have a lot of
and
it.
I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya? All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion. Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention.
Well, that's gonna be hard with me being
You may
incredibly
already
famous
know,
and there being
the
Paimon
Eremites
next to
have
us
both
too.
a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some Mora. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of Mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's Relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
Yeah, King Deshret, obviously, kind of. You'd expect that from the name.
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control. On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dehya al-Akmar.
So you're saying we need to take them down once and for all?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name.
Well, if it's so stupid, then they're probably gonna be easy to take down, right?
Anyway, the
Doesn't
real
sound very
issue is that
intimidating.
Dehya al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Say what now?
Well, okay, that's a
think I'm starting
that's
to
a slightly
understand your
unexpected
anxiety
twist,
now.
but
But what did they do?
so is it
I
gonna
won't
be
go
more of
into
an emotional
details, my
challenge, or
lady.
is your father
They've
actually
been
skilled?
involved in a lot
Because
of
I don't know
violent
if he's gonna be
incidents.
skilled.
We're talking hundreds.
Hundreds?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them. Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
That's beyond terrible.
So you're saying they need to
They
all
won't
be
even
brutally
spare their own
executed, right?
kind.
I don't know how Deshret's
Don't worry, I can
Relic
handle
sees
that.
it. All I do know is that Dehya al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target. I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Well, probably greed.
How can your father do such terrible things?
Again, greed seems like a
I don't
decent
know.
motivator
He'll
there.
change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties
And
with
apparently
him?
Rob is back too.
He
Hi.
was loud and foolish, with no real sense
Yeah,
of
it's been a while
purpose.
since the last reveal of
Instead
Code
doing
Chan.
anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
Jeff
Of
is
course,
Def
the other
to
brigade
thank for
members
that
were
one.
just like him. Their ruckus would go on night
Thank the
after night.
prosaic.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
I'm sorry, Dehya. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women? I was the result of one of those encounters with some random person.
Oh.
He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in
Well,
any case,
how can you
never
not
came
be
to see
sure?
me.
After all, you would have
He'd
come
say,
out of
"You'll
her.
be
It would be
fine as
pretty
long as you
obvious,
remember to
right?
Stick with Dad. But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they
Yeah,
started to
well,
get a little
I guess he
dull.
didn't really search for any
He
new
seemed to
material,
think
did
those
he?
stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play. Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
Well, couldn't it have been both? But it doesn't sound like he had all bad intentions.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish. But that was something I could just shrug off.
That was the
I had
last
no reason
episode
to
where Mommy
despise
goes,
him.
so let's just say go to Spur.
Until I grew up and learned the true face
Well,
of
that
Jeshrah's
sounds like
relics
fun.
for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think
Well,
I can understand your feelings.
Maybe they just thought it would
The
take a little bit
difference
longer for
between
you to
perception and
find out.
reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
You just want to find out why they suddenly started causing so much more trouble.
Yeah, I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
Well, probably.
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
So I mean, I
That
guess
may
I
be
could
true,
help.
But it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
I mean, again, I can help.
Now
Kind
you
of
get why I
legendary
didn't
hero
wanna
over
share any
here.
of this with you.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
I'll go to the desert with Dehya.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
Well, there is now, because you told me about it.
So if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
So
I'm
let's go ahead and
inclined
do
to
it.
agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took him along to help.
You can count on me. I'll do my best.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
All right.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady.
So after this dialogue section is over, I'll likely do the
let's get
switch
moving.
back.
Our first
I said
stop
I
will
would
be
do it
Caravan
like at
Reba,
least until the
where we can
2-hour
catch up
mark,
a bit with my fellow
and
mercs.
then I decided to at least sit through this entire discussion here, which ended up taking well almost another 8 minutes. So that took a little bit, didn't it? But I think we're at the point where I think it's okay for me to slowly start switching back, right? Unless you really, really, really want me to keep going, in which case I can keep this up a little bit longer if you want. Because I don't particularly mind. I will get kind of tiring after a while. Keeping up this form is a little bit tough, you know. I mean, I guess Rob has spoken. There's not really much I can do. Rob has robbed me of any choice. I guess I don't have any say in the matter. So I guess we'll go through like maybe the next big dialogue segment and then start switching back.
Hey, Dehya, you're back.
I guess that seems reasonable
Are these
enough.
two friends of yours?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. There's no need to be so formal with us. We're a pretty casual crew.
Well, I guess that's good to know.
Since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Akhmar's been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive.
Yeah, we've heard that
Apparently,
much.
even their own now have become acceptable targets.
Okay, that
They
is new
even attack
information.
Other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. And it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market.
Well, that's interesting, and then after selling it, they attack them again and steal, right?
To be used in their next violent operation.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora.
Again, maybe they're just
A few
greedy.
days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange. Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Oh?
Wait, a power struggle?
Between who and who?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only
Well, that's
plausible
interesting, but why would
explanation we have.
why would that happen?
Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps. Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Ahmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
They were able to cause so much damage? That somehow makes things even more confusing.
It sounds mighty strange to me too. Haroon, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us.
Yeah, if there are any
Gotta
people you
say,
need me to
though,
kill,
I
I'll
didn't
handle it.
expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Ahmar is your father's crew after all.
What he said. Besides,
Oh?
Dehya, haven't you done
And who
more
might this
dangerous
character
things than
be?
all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Yeah.
Oh, so just two random dudes, I guess. I thought because of the question mark they would be important characters to reveal, but I guess there aren't.
The attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf. You're here too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Rebat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from him.
I look a little green behind the ears. Really, after I've beaten
Now that we know you'll
gods,
have a capable partner with you,
and,
we can also
you know,
rest easy.
Fatui harbingers.
What about Paimon? Feel anything special?
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course.
Yeah, Paimon is here to allow me to save my game and to exit out of it. If I didn't have Paimon, I couldn't
In that
access my
case,
options menu.
Then you'd better take care of her too, Dehya.
Don't underestimate Paimon.
Also, Rob, I'm sorry to hear about the problems with the special notes. I'm sure they'll appear too at some point.
Just as many battles as the Traveler here. Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
Actually, you know, you totally should judge by appearances, because Paimon, again, doesn't really contribute anything. Oh well, doesn't contribute anything much.
Everyone only came to see the Flame Mane. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys. The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
Well, that sucks, but
Sorry to hear that.
I guess the guy's
I'll be
just
sure to
that
bring in
famous,
some
right?
Great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all. Now, if only the deputy could
Yeah,
figure
because
out
she has a
way to bring
vision,
few more
and
smoking
she's a
hot
playable
members to our
character, and
ranks.
she's a 5-star character at that.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows. The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh?
Well-
Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
Well, now you've heard about this.
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
Well, the fact that you call it a once-in-a-lifetime moment is probably why you shouldn't have been
I can
there.
tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Well, I guess it's kind of story time for those three.
Always like this.
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight.
I see. Well, I guess that's how it works in your world then. Oh.
Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than
How many times are they gonna run back and forth? Oh, there they come again.
I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry,
also gotta appreciate how Paimon and us actually kept looking left and right to check where they were.
I do that when I'm with the Homayanis. Hey, knuckleheads, can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Why not bickering first?
Hear her, Holof? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dekhan al-Akhmar's looted goods. All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening.
So I guess we gotta do a time skip then.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Will do. You stay safe, Dehya.
Alrighty then. But I think at this point,
Stabilize.
after I appreciate the dong, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, now that I've appreciated the dong, I think it's time to actually do the quick change back, right? I feel like this is the best moment to do it. So let me do that real quick.
Oh, guess I'm up here now. Why is it always with the height difference? Let me... There. Wait. There. The height difference is very noticeable. It is me. I is back. I is back to normal. Don't worry, I can still jump on the dong now. I'm more than willing to do that. Female. Ah. By the way, that reminds me, do you ever want to see the swimsuit outfit again? I don't know when we'll get a good opportunity for that again. But it has to fit. Again, we don't want to get in trouble, so it has to be very fitting. I think the last time I used the bikini, model was like, well, actually, I think I might have to go down a little bit further here. There we go. So chat is visible. But yeah, I think the last time we used the bikini was when we were playing Subnautica, right? I think it was during Subnautica. That seemed like the most sensible place for us to use a swimsuit, because funny underwater game, you know? Well, I mean, of course. Is it really so surprising? What, do you want to see a picture of my swimsuit outfits? I have two, actually. One, of course, regular, and one Kochan swimsuit, which is the bikini. Of course, I have both a swimsuit for both my male and female version. It's only fair. You gotta do both. I don't know if we used it yet. I'm pretty sure we used it at least once. But I think maybe only once or twice.
Find a spot to hide and bide our time.
Maybe we do need to bring it back at some point. Again, though, we'd have to find a good opportunity. Hey! What was that for? What, you want me to go fully nude? I won't do that for you, trust me. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. We need to wait here and do an ambush.
So let's all be careful.
No need to worry. He knows his way around a fight.
I'm not worried about that.
Alright, let's do this.
What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, We still need to get information out.
Got it. So torture them, but don't kill them yet. Oh, automatic time skip. Hello, I don't even have to do anything for this one.
Ah, here they come. You ready? Let's not give them a chance to react and end this quickly.
Alright, time to kill a few people. By the way, the next... Ooh, Dehya trial character, let's go. By the way, the next stream after this one...
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time.
Excuse me, what just happened?
It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
Dude, we just went through this! And now we're doing it again. So anyway, as I was trying to say, the next stream after this one will be the FNF stream on Friday, where the match will be happening. The throwdown, where it will be decided if I have the skill that is necessary. Alright, let's kill these people real quick. And let's use Dehya at least a little bit. Would be a waste not to use her after getting her as a trial character. Yeah, I don't know. I think the rest of my team is actually performing better than Dehya. So I appreciate getting her as a trial character, but it's not worth using her. And you would absolutely win. By the way, I am fully aware Doki Doki Takeover Plus is officially released. I haven't downloaded it yet, just in case there's gonna be some bug fixes, you know, patches coming out by the time I stream it on Friday. In which case I will preferably download those patched versions. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's actually happening this Friday. I will download it right now. Alright, but don't tell me too much about it. Because again, I'm experiencing that update for the first time on Friday. And I'm really looking forward to it. I just know more than twice as much dialogue. It's gonna be hype.
You're the Flame Bane.
Good. That saves me an introduction. Alright, time for a little talk.
Unless you want to die.
Your buddies with Dakana Lakmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else.
Torture
The
him.
first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
Because we can torture you.
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like,
yes.
I don't know, your limbs or eyes?
Yes.
5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
It's alright, Paimon. She knows what she's doing. He'll say it's fine. And if he doesn't, he'll lose one arm first.
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way. 2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Oh? Is he gonna off himself right now?
Huh? Are you crazy?
Oh my god, he's actually...
Bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
Oh my god! Of Dehya's emergency treatment, the bleeding in his mouth is brought under control.
Didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep.
Oh my god, he was actually gonna go for it.
Why would he be so extreme?
Why wouldn't he? Apparently it's very important.
To test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them.
But not this one,
Didn't
apparently.
expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Whoa.
Well, he's out cold for now.
Gotta dip now. Have a good time, Zombie. We will. Thank you so much. And you have a good time zone as well. And thanks for being here. Appreciate.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something.
Right.
I'm really sorry.
Do we have any other people to question, or was it just that one person? Maybe some other people would be more willing to give info. Let's examine the box. There are some weapons in the boxes, as well as a bunch of medicine and bandages. Seems like the car Alamar is really up to no good. There are a lot of daily necessities like food and water in the boxes. It doesn't seem like there's anything noteworthy. And
We found a piece of paper with a bunch
Oh?
of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
Let me take a look. If this
Maybe
really
a
is
sales
merchant
record?
caravan, they should have a record of their transactions.
yeah.
Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti.
Okay, so what does that tell us?
All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty
Hmm.
supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well. This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person.
And that specific
That person
person?
will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar. Wait.
Elaborate
why is
setup,
there
I
no
guess?
Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
So, is it like a blank check then?
Yeah. Every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Maybe the Mora amount just happened to cancel each other out? I don't know, it doesn't seem like it would be that
But
simple.
they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot
We'll
of
have to look into
entries.
that one then.
Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest. Huh?
What's wrong?
Did you find something?
Shazamon Homayani?
Homayani? You mean Dunyarzad's family?
Well, that seems like an issue.
Could it just be another family with the same last name?
How common is that last
I'd be
name?
surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shazamon Homayani is Dunyarzad's father, and the head of the Homayani family.
So wait, both your father and
is going
Dunyarzad's
on
father
here?
are involved in this. Wow. We have Dehya and Dunyarzad, and then boom. Both of their fathers are involved in this crazy, very brutal mercenary dealings. Really now. Okay then, let's analyze the situation first.
I'm sorry, you're right. I'll consider what we found and not jump to conclusions just yet. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakana Akmar?
Seems unlikely, right?
Possibility, But if
Yeah,
that was
there's
the
no way
case,
it's gonna be that
why is
convenient,
this
right?
caravan specifically named Shazamon as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Rebot or Port Ormos.
Shazamon was actually aware of this, then perhaps he's been supplying the brigade's operations this entire time.
Funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
But why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homayanis are in need of money.
Does it have anything to do with the power struggle, maybe?
Honestly, have no idea.
Does he want to
Been this
gain more
state many
influence
times, and
somehow?
I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past, but that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop so low to make Mora.
I don't think Dunyarzad knows anything about this either. I'm not sure if we should tell her about this right now.
You're probably right.
Not until we
I know
get
my
more
lady's
info.
personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
If we want to get to the bottom of this, we won't be able to turn back.
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this.
Already?
I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homeyanis.
Yeah, I would have
Let's
tried to
go find
get.
my lady
I would
again.
have tried to gather
We'll
more
tell her
evidence
everything
first
and see if she's
before
willing to
confronting
lend
her,
us her
because this is kind of a big thing to throw at her face.
If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakan al-Akmar.
Dehya, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
I've considered that possibility, but even still, I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust.
Okay.
She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion.
Still,
that's not how I deal with people.
I would have only told her later, just so we have more evidence, so she's not, so we actually, you know, have a point to make in front of her. But I hope will be, I hope will be of help to her.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
All right, back to the city we go then. There we go. All right. Whoa, Sammy, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. How are you? Hope you're doing well today. Because I am. We're making good progress. We're making good progress with the new stuff.
Sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then.
Currently doing Dehya story
How
quest.
did it go? What did you come up with?
Actually, we're still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
Yeah, kind of linking your family to some
The clues
stuff.
you found have led you back here in the city.
Back to you,
Something
actually.
like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found.
But yeah,
was very
hello.
encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up.
It's okay, my lady.
Oh, we will
It's
have to
not
talk
so
to
much
you, you
about
know.
me being upset with my father or anything like that.
More about your father this time.
How should I put this?
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet.
We are always
The
quiet.
other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, "Dunyarzad, we're back!"
Alright, yeah, Paimon is loud, but I am normally quiet in this.
What happened?
Well?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master?
Here we go.
You mean my father?
Yes.
Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can.
Dehya manages to explain the results of the investigation to Dunyarzad.
My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
That's what it
Yeah.
looks like, yeah.
It makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
It feels unlikely, though. That feels way too much of a coincidence.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while. In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost.
So there was another reason?
There are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dehya?
About that. Well, the Homeyanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a trial of Mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question.
Yeah.
Just think about it.
Going
Why did
for
my
the
father
best of the best,
specifically reach
just
out
to
to the Blazing Beast?
just so you don't run away. That seems like
Maybe
overdoing
Corps
it a
of 30
bit.
just didn't have anyone available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought. I think I get what you're saying. You think none of this was a coincidence.
Precisely.
It all
At first
connects.
glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Dekan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dehya into our house.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dehya to be your bodyguard?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my
Yeah,
life
but
anymore.
would Dunyarzad's dad know that?
Possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
So the master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
That's what things are looking like at this point. Not good.
Put all this on you so suddenly.
Really not good.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless
Why,
of
for
his
being
reasons,
honest?
if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
But is that really the right thing to do?
I feel like we
My
should
father has
investigate more
committed many
first.
atrocities
I
and
always feel
deserves
like
all the
investigation is
punishment that
important
has
in
coming
this.
to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. However, the Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness.
And that's why I don't want to
If we
believe
decide
that
to investigate this further,
the
we
master's
could end
involved
up
in this, huh?
implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
It's alright, Dehya.
I understand why
If anyone
she'd
were
be
to
hesitant
ask,
here.
You could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was that thing about friendship again?
True friendship is built on trust. Yes.
Right, yeah, trust. You said that yourself, Dehya. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
I mean, that is a fair point. If your trust hasn't been misplaced, then he probably has many conflicting feelings as well.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Let's see if
Sure
we can
thing.
talk this out.
I also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Usual place? Ah, right.
Alright, let's go to the usual place. The usual place it is. I feel like this is a distance where I could have teleported. Yeah. Absolutely could have teleported. Would have been so much faster. Oh well. Now I'm here.
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the Traveler, and next to him is his travel companion, Paimon.
Ah, yes, my daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to find
And
them.
you have only heard about me from her?
But
No
we may
other
skip on
grand
the
stories about
pleasantries
me?
for
No?
What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Okay then.
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
Dehya explains the issue to Shazma and admits her
So
doubts to
that's
him.
what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
So?
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing.
Well,
What I
explain
do
to
know,
us what
though,
you're
Dehya,
doing.
is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Wait, me?
Yes.
Huh?
I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing.
However,
Knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as
True.
they say,
Remember the whole thing about
ignorance
forbidden
is
knowledge and how that
Your
affected the
father,
world.
Kusela, and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you. The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
Well, she doesn't care about that, dude.
Heartfelt efforts? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him.
Yeah.
I came here today to support you as the head of the Homiyani family.
Yeah.
No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story.
Ooh, it's story time once again.
Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekan al-Ahmar.
Oh.
Kusela's men told me that the attackers
Really?
were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
Of course you wouldn't
He
remember
said
it,
that
you
he
were a
had
baby.
no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age. We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time and offered everyone generous remuneration.
And now you're in a position where you can't really back out anymore.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
He died.
I'm not too sure myself.
Shazamon killed
The only
him.
thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe...
Is that
bout
how
with her
the whole
Elazar.
bodyguard thing happened
There
and
was
why
no
you
need
searched for
her to
Dehya
have a bodyguard
specifically?
when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day? I was completely lost at first.
Specifically, yeah.
He recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dehya.
He wanted his kid to have a friend.
Recommended Dehya to you.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life.
Well, she's still a
If Dehya
mercenary.
could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dehya as my own daughter. And
Aw,
that's
they're like
also why I tried
sisters.
to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dehya's fees. I refused to take any Mora from him, but he'd always send me funds anyway.
So that's what
Eventually, I
those
just
things
accepted
are.
them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
And then he...
Isn't that around the time that Takano Akbar started becoming more aggressive?
That's right.
Are you sure that letter
And
was
when
from
I
him,
started to
though?
hear some
Not just someone
nasty
pretending to
rumors,
be
I
him?
became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss things. But by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dehya at risk.
That could be. Or again, maybe he's already dead and someone's impersonating him at this point. But by that same token, he should have also stopped asking you for materials.
That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry.
Fair.
I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help.
If it's even
In
still
the
him.
end, it probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Wow, really?
Dehya, please don't feel
We're really going that far then.
I'm just angry because
I
can't
didn't
wrap my
ask to
head
be
around any of
born.
his actions.
Maybe that's another way of looking at all of this. Can you try to believe in him just one more time?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think I can do it. But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth
There
yet.
we go.
We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
So let's
I'll do
dig
my
into
best to
that.
help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone.
And with me
I
being
don't
there,
know
of course, so
Kusela's
I can
exact
witness it.
whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30.
So we should
He's
ask that
responsible for
person.
supplying weapons and liaising with the Dakan al-Akmar's merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts.
Alright.
I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him
Night,
there.
tavern, got it, time
Understood.
skip.
Thank you,
Understood.
sir.
Yeah.
Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet. My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem. I feel like...
Yeah. This
our
seems
only
like it's a
course of
complicated
action is
thing.
to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
Alright, and while you face your mistakes, we have to keep doing some stuff. Inside the tavern, nighttime. So nighttime means we have to... probably around here. Hopefully that's late enough. Apparently it is. Hi there, hello. Can we talk to you for a second?
Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps. Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Ooh.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private.
Oh, really? Okay, then. But don't you dare try to run away on us.
This place should do. Alright, back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't
That is
worry
not
about
important,
that for
yeah.
now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait.
Ambush.
To jump the gun. Let's talk this out.
Imagine if he tried to ambush me. That would be unfortunate for the ambush team. They would all perish.
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I waited in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
Yeah, but you didn't even consider the morality
We're
behind it.
investigating to Kana Lakmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen,
Okay.
I have quite a bit of Mora from my last run. You just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Oh, really? You're trying to bribe us now?
My patience
What,
is
down
running
goodbye?
out. You should know
Rob,
when a
no, the
mercenary
stream
is
is almost
after
over
something
anyway. Don't you want to stick around for the raid? In a few minutes.
But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert.
Okay.
Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
I will lurk then, that is also fair. You want to get those points, don't
Really?
you?
And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chips.
Alright, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore...
Oh, there come the
figure out
lurks.
something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move.
Alright, we're on it.
And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
Alright. That's quite a distance. Again, I still have some stuff to do over here. I wonder what quest I need to complete to unlock that area of the map. I'll unlock it at some point. Don't worry. I'll get it done. It's just gonna take a while, probably. Okay, here we are.
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead.
So do we kill them?
Go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves.
By killing them.
I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Dehya, why are you here?
Why wouldn't we be here? Look at them all die. How lovely. Alright, only the boss remains.
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, and now they've got two bosses.
So are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Oh, but it's got everything to do with us.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
There we go. There we go. And they're all dead.
She's so strong.
And now everything's on fire.
We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore.
He dead, right?
Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull?
He's
in some
totally dead
more?
and someone was impersonating him.
Alright, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dehya, the boss can't come out and see you anymore. He died a long time ago.
Knew it.
What?
I called it. I called
Seems
it.
like
I'm a
you've been out of the loop
genius.
For a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least that's what the old man wanted.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's relics must pay in blood for what they did.
So that's why they turned on each other. It was all motivated by revenge.
Let me start from the beginning. Dehya, do you know how the head of the relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough.
Oh?
They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters.
Okay.
Whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit, the record served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail.
Okay, so you mean Kusela thought there was no escaping the records.
That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dehya and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dehya, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
Huh.
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's relics who didn't know about it.
And your father made sure that you wouldn't know about it, huh?
Born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules.
Damn.
Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
We all knew he was doing.
So he was a good person after
all,
all,
to get
then.
You out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Wait.
Damn.
That doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this. And I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
He probably did a very, very, very good job of hiding it.
How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
Whoa.
A few years ago,
oh,
Boss said he
okay.
needed to make another trip
Real
to
story
headquarters.
time with pictures.
He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Oh shit, he actually went in.
Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took
He
him from
decided
us.
to do that himself.
From that point on, the sole purpose of the Khan al-Ahmar became revenge.
Yeah, but he decided to do that
The big
himself.
fire that
If
Boss
he died in
started
the
was
fire
going
that he
to ruin
caused,
headquarters' strength.
you can't
It's
hold
given
that
us the
against
opportunity to
against
launch our
you
attack.
know, the
Even though
headquarters.
we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end.
But Deshret's relics haven't been the only victims of your revenge.
There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as
Jesus.
well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies. From food and medicine to weaponry.
And that's why you
explosives.
started writing those fake
All we can
letters.
do is exchange our loot from Mora. and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and
Yeah.
sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid. We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Okay, but can't we just kill them?
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
Let me do the work, maybe? Responding to violence with more violence will only cause more pain. Do you have any idea of the amount of damage you've done?
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world.
Which is what he did in the
We
end.
used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself.
Yeah.
As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence.
But by saying that, you're basically
Maybe
saying
those
his
hero
death had no
stories he
meaning.
liked foreshadowed everything that was to come.
And is that what you want?
The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end.
And you do that by killing more people. Great.
I know
Good
you
job.
always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I'll go with you.
Oh.
Huh? Dehya?
The unexpected team up, hello?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed. Furthermore,
Okay.
I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
Oh, I will tag along, but we'll do that next time. I'm on your side, Dehya. No, I made a promise to Dunyarzad to support you.
Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
Alright.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
Alright. Let me just check the map to where I need to go later. So out here in the desert, okay, I shouldn't be able to stumble into it accidentally, so we should be good to end things here for the time being. Alrighty then. Now, let's find someone to raid real quick, because I would hate to end this here without having without finding a lovely individual to share some love with. That would be absolutely amazing. Let's see, who do we have? Okay, we could raid Misty again. Sure, why not? Let's raid Misty again. No reason not to do that. Alright, set everything up, and we will get on out of here. Alright, everyone. I want to thank you all so much for watching this. Thanks for the lurkers. Thanks for the active people in chat. Thanks to everyone. I really appreciated those of you who were here, because I know that a lot of you don't care as much for Genshin as you do about other games on the channel. I can tell. I can see it in the statistics that this game is very unpopular among you people. We can get like a third of the usual viewers we get on any other game. So yeah, anyway, thanks to those of you who were actually here. And thank you to those of you who are watching this as a VOD too, of course. Your support has also been greatly appreciated, and I will see you around next time. Maybe live too, if you'd be willing to. Again though, this is it for now.